Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
द्राविड वेद प्रवर्तक श्रीमन् परमशिव करुणा समधिगत मुक्तामय चतुरश्रयान दीयमान छत्रचामर श्री चिन्ह समस्त विरतावल्यरन्तिक
மலர்ந்திட்ட அளவற்றும் போல உன் திருவடியில் வாழ்ந்திட வாராய் அருணாச்சலனே நீ வாராய் அகண்ட ஜோதியனே வாராய் அல்லல் நீக்கிடவே வாராய் அகிலம் போற்றுகின்ற ஈசனே சிந்தை கவர்ந்தனே நேசனே நீ வருவாய் ஒடு கனிகளை கொண்டு பூஜித்தோ அருள் தருவாய். மெய்யினில் வில்வமும் இறையார் கடல் நீர் குடியோடு தரிசனம் அருளவா. செம்பொன் மாட சிற்றவை தனிலே இந்தை கவர்ந்த உன்னை சிக்கன பிடித்தேனே. வந்தும் புகழ் பெறும் நான் வரை நாயகா மதியில் நிறைந்திடுவாய். மதி உணராதவர்க்கு மதி உணர் செய்திட வான்மழு நீ ஏந்திவாடிட இசை சூழ்ந்திட இதழ் சேர நீ வருவாய். அகம் உணர்ந்திட புறம் மகிழ்ந்திட புலித்தோலோடு நீ வருவாய். விமுக்தி காரணே நாதிகேச திவ்ய பிரம்மரூபனே மீனாட்சி சக்தி சகித சுந்தரேசனே அண்ணாமலை உதித்த நித்யநந்தனே. சித்து அச்சித்தெல்லாம் முன்னாலே இயக்கும் முன்னாலே உந்தன் கண்ணாலே சிகையில் அணிந்திட்ட மதியாலே மதிலின் மொழியாலே தெளிந்திடும் வழியாலே ஜீவன் முக்தி பெற விழைந்தோமே திருவடியை தொழுதோமே. கேள்வியாகினாய் கேள்வியாகினாய் கேள்வி காண மகிழ்வாகினாய் மொழியாகினாய் மகிழ்வாகினாய்.
I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Srimahans, Mahans, viewers, visitors, Sarvanyapita Yajamans, Kartas, Srimahans, Mahans, Kotaris, Tanedars, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, Nithyananda Yogam participants, Nithyananda Hindu University students, Nithyananda e-Gurukul students and everyone watching live on Nithyananda TV, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Enlighten app, Kailasa TV Live, Hinduism Now TV, Twitter and two-way video conferencing having Nayana Diksha. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Today, 7th day of the Nithyanandeshwara Brahmotsavam. Today, Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva, Sri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti are gracing in Sarva Alankara, Mahaganapati, Paramaganapati, Paramburul, and Valli Devasena Sameda Subramanya Swami, Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Chandigeshwara and Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva and Parashakti are gracing in Amla Anamala, seated in Swarna Rishabhavagana. Let's first receive Ganapati and all the God's blessings and enter into Satsang.
अथ धूपः ॐ धूरसि धूर्धूर्वन्तं धूर्वतयोऽस्मान् धूर्वतितं धूर्वयं वयं धूर्वामस्त्वं देवानामसि सत्तितमं वप्रतमं जुष्टुतमं वह्नितमं देवहूतममहृतमसिर्हविर्धानं त्रिगुंहस्वमाह्वा मित्रसत्या प्रचक्षुषा प्रेक्ष्येर्माभिर्मा संविक्ता त्वाहि गुंशिषुं श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिवाय नमः। सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। धूपमाग्रापयामि। ओम उद्दीप्य स्वजात वेदापघ्निं निरृतिं मम पशुं गुश्च मह्यमावह जीवनं च दिशो दश मानो हि गुंसीर्जात वेदो गामस्वं पुरुषं जगत् अभिद्रदग्न आगहि श्रिया मा परिपातय। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिवाय नमः। सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। दीपं दर्शयामि। ओम बम अमृते अमृतोद्भवे अमृतवर्षिणी अमृतं श्रावय श्रावय स्वाहा। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिवाय नमः। सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। अमृतं महानैवेद्यं निवेदयामि। सोमो वा एतस्य राज्यमादत्ते यो राजा संराज्यो वा सोमेन यजते देवसु वा मेधानि हवीगुंसि भवन्ति एतावन्तो वै देवानागुंसवाः त एवास्मै भवान् प्रयच्छन्ति त एनं पुनः सुवन्ते राज्याय देवसु राजा भवति। कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। श्री नित्यानंदेश्वरी पराशक्ति समेत श्री नित्यानंदेश्वर परमशिवाय नमः। सर्वदेव देवी स्वरूपाय भगवते श्री नित्यानंद परमशिवाय नमः। कर्पूर नीराजनं संदर्शयामि।
With the grace of Paramashiva and Parashakti and with the protection of Mahakala Bhairava, let's enter into today's satsang. Today's message from Kailasa, Paramashiva Jnana and Paramashiva Vijnana. I was explaining about the Hindu think tank, life positive, liberating, enlightening. Understand the principle of liberation is making you experience higher and higher realities. Nothing wrong having ignorance when you are born, but something is seriously wrong having ignorance when you are dead, when you are about to die. Listen, nothing is wrong if you are born with ignorance. Something is seriously wrong if you are dead with ignorance. Life in Hinduism is liberating, means raising you to the next levels of consciousness. I tell you, whenever you are hit with the strong sufferings of life, whenever you are terrorized, having literally mental breakdown, collapsing, settle down with Paramashiva, you will just wake up to the next levels of reality. You will raise to the next levels of enlightenment. Listen. Nothing can be compared to the liberating mental setup of life. Be very clear. Fundamentally, Hinduism is liberating. Every moment it inspires you. Move towards liberation. Enlightening means it raises the very quality of your existence and transforms your reality to the next level. Understand? In Hindu tradition, life, death, all these are not like a beginning and end. No, it's all just one continuity. Till you decide you are absolutely one with Paramashiva and you are ready to relax in that ultimate completion, you go on manifesting higher and higher realities is enlightening. Understand? Good or bad, dream which you never want or dreams you always want, both are dreams. When you realize that, you wake up from the dream, giving this understanding in every level of reality and raising you to the next is what I mean by the word liberating. Please understand, a real Hindu think tank should be strong spiritual consciousness based. It cannot be just social thought current, set of economic thought current, set of political thought current. No. It has to be deeply enlightening spiritual thought current, because Hinduism is fundamentally life positive, liberating and enlightening. without the consciousness of enlightening, the Hindu thought currents about economy, administration, social justice, law and order cannot be developed, cannot be understood. That is why in Hinduism, even the future kings and queens, Yuvarajas and Yuvaranis are also trained first deeply in spiritual enlightenment. The spiritual strength is cultivated, enlightenment is cultivated. Extraordinary beauty of Hindu tradition is being rooted in Atma Bala, the supreme knowledge of Vedas and Agamas. Understand? Principles, policies, strategies about your own existence in your personal life, private life, secret life, public life, social life, in every level, the strategies, ideas, principles you evolve to raise you socially, economically, politically, powerfully, everything should be in sync with this three truth: life, positive, liberating, enlightening. Every dream you want to have ultimately should make you understand to go beyond the dreams. Every dream you want to realize should make you understand to go beyond the dreams. Nightmare or daydream, fantasy dream or frightening dream, both should make you realize it is dream. Life should constantly make you more and more strong. That is what I call liberating realities. Liberating and enlightening. Understand? Liberating and enlightening. One thing I understood thoroughly in my life, every experience, if you see with this one understanding of how to use that to liberate yourself and enlighten yourself, you are living enlightenment. Good or bad, right or wrong, do not classify them, judge them. Just see how it can liberate you and enlighten you. Everything becomes strength. Everything empowers you. Everything empowers you. Hindu think tank is all about empowering you and empowering the world. Hindu think tank is all about empowering you and empowering the world. I am giving you the fundamental core principle sutras. I request all of you to form the core think tank groups. Yesterday we received something like 1,200 people wanted to form think tanks in their places. I'll continue to guide and reveal the vision about the think tank. Form small groups, not more than 50 people, maximum 50 people. Minimum it can be even one mind. One person is more than enough to create a think tank. All great thought currents evolved, raised from one brain, which impacted planet Earth. So one mind, one person is enough. Maximum 50. Form a team and start every day Vakyartha Sadas after Satsang, Jivartha Sadas after Satsang. That will naturally evolve as a think tank in few days. Life positive, liberating, enlightening. These are the fundamental principles of Hinduism. Basic principles of Hinduism. Understand? Extreme life positive, absolute liberation, ultimate enlightening. This last 1.5 years of great pause. I should say it is not a continuous great pause, but going in and out, but a great pause. I should say almost 2 years of this great pause. Paramashiva has revealed something extraordinary, and he is sharing something extraordinary to the world through this body. I can see not only the science of Kayakalpa, the very systematic revelation of the Paramashiva Jnana and Paramashiva Vijnana. This whole inner science and technology of the yantras, mandalas, to manifest the Ishvara Shakti and to work on gravitational force and electromagnetic force and weak nuclear force, strong nuclear force, ultimately the Ishvara Shakti. Even if we build just few bodies, few minds, which is absolutely positive, life positive, and liberating, enlightening cognitions, planet Earth will be benefited. That is what I am trying to do through my Gurukul and Nithyananda Hindu University all over the world. Constantly teaching how to be life positive and liberating and enlightening. Very principled, systematic training, very principled evolution, principled knowledge, principled understanding. Not unruly, not imaginary, but very systematically presented in Veda Agamic tradition, a very principled truths evolved. Principled truths raised. Understand? Truths lived, manifested again and again. Makes you realize how truth can liberate and enlighten. Understand? Every time I have seen when Paramashiva wants to reveal the next level of principles and truths and power manifestation, he tests the integrity of the people. All these attacks, scandals, rumors, crisis, everything is just the test to my strength and your strength and our strength to stand together. Integrated to Paramashiva, that's all. I tell you, every time I have seen, it is a test for my strength, your strength and our strength to stand together integrated to Paramashiva. Then he showers the next level of state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness. I have seen this happening step by step by step. I always used to feel with Paramashiva, what tapas I have done, being integrated to you is the only way. That is the only tapas. Let me do that. Whoever stands with that kind of a feeling together, they are showered continuously. I have seen and I am seeing. Not just external alone, everything external wealth, internal wealth, health, knowledge, everything. I tell you, I've always seen intense energy triggers multi-level positive thought currents. Whenever I am in an absolute samadhi, I have seen the frequency becomes so strong, like 100 tongues giving 100 satsangs with 100 different positive thought currents. That is the way I feel. Like as if now 100 Nithyananda is giving satsang to all of you with 100 intense positive thought currents. Instead of one Nithyananda, one positive thought current entering into your being, 100 thought currents entering into your being. Whenever body is in intense samadhi, that is exactly I feel. Even now, exactly that's what I feel. With 100 tongues, I'm talking about 100 life positive thought currents, ideas, strategies, principles entering into your being. With a tremendous love. Understand? The intense love I felt for my masters made me receive the whole thought current into me. With each master, the quality time I spent made me master the thought current they were teaching. Not just the quantity of time, quality thought current, quality time. The intensity of the love is quality time. Number of hours is quantity time. Intensity of the feeling connection is the quality time. The quality time I spent This is what we call Maunam Vyagyanam. When Paramashiva sits as Dakshinamurti in silence, the intense love between him and the disciples, such high frequency, spiritual thought currents are revealed. Less words, too many truths are shared. Like a formula style, the sutras are revealed and the sutras get applied and evolve and multiply as thought currents. Hindu way of education, beautifully that Gayatri mantra expresses. There is no brainwashing, there is no spoon feeding of ideas, nothing. It just says, let me meditate on the consciousness which kindles truth and knowledge in me. Om Bhurvuvassuvaha Tatsavidurvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Let me meditate on the consciousness which awakens more and more intelligence, consciousness in me. More and more life positive principles, liberating principles, enlightening principles are shared. That goes and sits in your system, and your whole thought currents are developed with these three basic principles: life positive, liberating, enlightening. When somebody understands absolutely life positive way, the whole life, your youth, middle age, old age, death, all this, you will have completely different understanding, which will be liberating, not suffocating, enlightening, not engaging. I tell you. Intensity of the truth I am experiencing inside is so high, mapping them to the words is taking such intense silence and time. Please understand. Ordinary words can be written, printed on ordinary paper, but the currency can be printed only in the special paper. Same way, The great truths I am trying to reveal to all of you can be printed only on silence. Dense silence is the material on which I can map these great principles I am trying to reveal. Intensity of the truth I am supposed to reveal to all of you demands absolute peace and intense silence as the base material on which it can be printed. Understand? Hatred can be vomited only in screaming. During the screaming, your logic is not allowed to function. It is like a literally verbal rape. Screaming. Through screaming, hatred is pushed into you. But love can be pushed into you only in the deep silence and peace. Only with the deep silence. Silence has to be the canvas. That has to be the basic material on which the highest Upanishadic principles can be printed and shared, can be sent. Silence has to be the container through which the content called Upanishad can be sent to you. That is what I am trying to do from today morning. That's why it is so intense. In every level, whether you make decision about what to eat for your breakfast, or you make decision about what should be your company policy for profit, what should be your strategy to deal with crisis in your career or relationship, health, personal life, or public life. Everything, apply these three principles. Absolute life positive. And look at the situation and see how it can be liberating you. Life is given to you for liberation. Understand? Whole world is around you to enrich you, not for giving you pleasure, but for giving you right. Understand? Look at the world. World is there for me to give right, not pleasure. It is not here for me to suck and enjoy the pleasure. It is here to do good to me. Universe is here to give good, not to give pleasure. Every situation is here to liberate you. Listen carefully. Everything in the life is here to enlighten you. Everything in life is here to liberate you and enlighten you. All crisis, good, bad, right, wrong, Don't be childish. Do not expect life should treat you cutely. Life should feel you are very cute. No. Life should feel you are bold, intelligent being. Understand? Life should feel you are a strong person. Understand? The Paramashiva Jnana and Paramashiva Vijnana means the pure spiritual knowledge and its manifestation as reality. That knowledge actually exists as frequency and Shanti, Paramashanta is the conduit need to be established between you and me for that frequency to get mapped and transmitted. Listen, that is why in Upanishad, before beginning and after ending, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. That Shanti is the conduit between you and me. That is the spiritual umbilical cord connection. Spiritual umbilical cord connection. If you sit with that Shanti, the principles I am revealing, see, I am revealing the principles more in the form of like a sutra, formulas. It can go and sit in your inner space and become part of your cognition. And when these spiritual principles become part of your cognition, your every thought current will have that clarity and depth. Understand? Absolute life positivity, liberating, enlightening, all these three are actually principles, formulas. If you cognize this truth, your whole life, all your thought currents will be transformed. Then death will not be suffocating. When it comes, you will simply know it is just moving from one body to another. Nothing is lost. In every level, you will understand what is the real strength and what is the weakness. Constantly you expecting life should treat you with kid's glove and life should look at you very cutely is the weakness. You knowing you are an adult, mature, strong being and life should treat you like that. You are okay if the life tests you. You are okay if the life sees your strength. You are okay to face it. That is strength. Understand? The way you face the situations of the life and stand, you give confidence to life, it can give you higher possibilities and responsibilities. because you will stand for higher and higher possibilities and responsibilities. Listen, hard work gets you more hard work, sincerity gets more sincerity, integrity gets more integrity, like money makes more money. If you demonstrate strength in facing every situation, you will have more strength, because every situation in your life will strengthen you. Same way, look at the life with absolute positivity and absolute liberating cognition. Know very clearly, life is here to liberate you, not to bind you, torture you. No, life is here to enlighten you, not to bind you, destroy you. No. When you know life is liberating you, you will feel like liberating everyone in your life. When you know life is enlightening you, you will go on be enlightening everyone in your life. I tell you, strength is non-violence. From the day one, the way I was attacked, see, the people who are attacking me, what intention they have, how bad they are, all that is different. When it comes in front of me, I decided always to look at the whole thing as life positive, liberating and enlightening, and it always made me stronger and stronger and stronger. Whether assassination attempts or lawfare or the amount of hate speech, lies, abuses, scandals, I tell you, in Tamil there is a proverb, திட்ட திட்ட திண்டுக்கல் வைய வைய வைரக்கல். How much ever they abuse, I only become more and more stronger and stronger. How much ever scandals they have started creating, I only become more and more polished diamond. Understand, this is one of the secret I wanted to reveal to all of you. If you want to be a celebrity, leader, successful in any field, whether religion or spirituality or movie or entertainment industry, politics, society, in any level, company, business, career, in any level, you want to be a leader, give confidence to life and people around you, you will stand with the stamina. If you expect life should treat you cute and kids glove, that is the absolute weakness. If you demonstrate to the life, hey, I'm an adult, you can trust me, you can hit at me, no problem, I can deal it, I can handle it. And even if you hit, I will only contribute. I will not be violent. I will be non-violent. I will be powerful. Non-violence comes always from powerfulness. Never by powerlessness. It is tapas of Mahatma Gandhi. He was able to be non-violent. Non-violent response to life comes from the liberating cognition. To demonstrate to life, hey, I am an adult. I don't expect you to treat me cute. I am ready to see how you are treating me. And I am ready to demonstrate my possibilities and responsibilities. And I will be absolutely life positive, contributing, enriching. I tell you. How you face life when you feel it is hitting at you, decides how your future is going to be. Demonstrate absolute non-violence. Don't be violent towards others or towards yourself or towards life. No. Non-violence in all 5 levels. Non-violence towards others, non-violence towards yourself, non-violence towards life, non-violence towards Jagat, world, and non-violence towards Ishvara. No frustration, no blaming of others, of yourself, of life, of world, of God, or any unknown. Known, unknown, no frustration, no violence. Absolute non-violence. I tell you. Understand? Life positive means being absolutely positive with yourself, with others, with life, with world, Jagat, with God, Ishvara, with all known, unknown. That is what I mean by the word life positive. Today's satsang, the essence of today's satsang is these 3 words. Life positive, liberating, enlightening. Bring these 3 qualities into your whole thought current. You will become a Hindu think tank. I want every Hindu to become a Hindu think tank. Understand, if you believe you have only one life, there will be so much of fear. Fear to complete what you are supposed to complete. The failure, fear of failure. The fear you may not accomplish what you have to accomplish. You be very clearly informed. You have huge time in front of you, energy in front of you, life in front of you, eternity. And decide to be absolutely life positive. Understands? Whenever known, unknown attacks happen towards you, abuses are thrown, rumors are spread, scandals are put, hatred is dumped, do not expect life and others should treat you cute. No. Stand with the strength. I am an adult. I am consciousness. How a conscious, enlightened being will face life in this situation, let me face. And I tell you, tiring the people who are attacking you just by your strength and patience and non-violence is the most successful strategy for victory. I'll repeat. Tiring the people who are attacking you with hatred, with absolute non-violence, strength and powerfulness as a response is the most successful strategy for victory. I adopted this strategy from 2003. 2003, the public attack started on me, rumors, scandals and attack. From that time till now, I adopted this strategy and I always won. Paramashiva's grace. Paramashiva always protected me. Mahakala Bhairava always protected me and protecting me will protect me. I have so much confidence in life. Because I don't expect life to treat me cutely. No. All of you understand? When you are attacked, you try to be your lawyer. When you have pain, you try to be your lawyer. When others have pain, you try to be a judge. I am very clear. Expecting life to treat you cutely is weakness. Standing with the strength of enlightenment when the life treats you the way it happens to you, and looking at the situation every minute and making it look with life positive and use it for liberating yourself and use it for enlightening you. This is the most non-violent strategy, successful strategy for victory. Non-controversially, I can make this statement. One of the most persecuted Hindu guru. I am surely one of the most persecuted Hindu guru. I may not say most. I can use the word one of the most. The reason why I am always successful and having last laugh is because I am non-violent and absolutely powerful. Just by my powerfulness and non-violence, I tire the abusers, haters, attackers out. I tell you, haters does not have strength. Hate itself is generated from powerlessness. Powerfulness is generated from enlightenment. Non-violence is generated from enlightenment. Be Hindu think tank for your own life, your family, your society, your community, and for your country and for your world. The three principles: absolute life positive, look at the life as liberating, and look at the life as enlightening. Apply these three truths in multi-level every way. These three are the golden principles, golden rule. Life should be this is the teaching I received from my own Guru. உலகம் நலம் தர இருக்கிறது, சுகம் தர அல்ல. World is here to give good to us, not just pleasure to us. Do the right, not the pleasant. Sometimes right may be pleasant, then okay. But the priority should always be right. Understand if you know life is here to do good, not just pleasant. Your expectation of pleasantness from life will reduce. That is the liberation. Liberation is not expecting life to deal you cute and with kid's glove. Peace is the most powerful demonstration of strength. Peace peace is the most powerful demonstration of the strength. Silence is the most powerful destroyer of hate. When the hatred is dumped on you, if you react, you will create karma chakra. By being silent, you will burn the whole hatred. Beautifully, Dakshinamurti demonstrates when Tarugavana Rishi sent all sorts of weapons on him. He sits in silence, and just through silence he destroys all the weapons sent on him and makes all of them as his abharanas and glory. Silence. Most powerful winner of all hate speech. Non-violence, powerfulness, patience, silence. In the face of attack, abuse, all kinds of lies and hate speech. Then the whole collective negativity will be destroyed. Today's meditation, powerful cognition, is just this three cognition. Absolute life positivity, liberating, enlightening. Meditate on these three principles. I'll connect you with Kailasa and manifest the state, space, powers of Paramashiva, being and consciousness of Paramashiva. Let's start the meditation. Meditate on these three principles: life positivity, liberating, and enlightening. Start the meditation.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivam. 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 Om Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivam. Om ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् 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 ॐ नित्यानन्द Paramashivam. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivam. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
ॐ नित्यानन्द Paramashivoham. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. The eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.